one way. We get them on the blue. And that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the UTSA Roadrunners taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Roadrunners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikov award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got an open man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Under fire. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
And to throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Roadrunners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buys a little time. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
and just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that 2nd down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the...
Lofts one high and deep. Got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Wagner. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line, it's Williams. Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he got a hand on it, it's blocked. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it, fired, complete.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Shoots it.
Offense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they are...
Explosive play.
The Broncos will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's carry on. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. Hauls it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And, man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Looking to throw again. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Roadrunners are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. He wants it all. Touchdown, UTSA. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think
Breaks into the open. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Boyd. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And when the man behind center has it going the way he has so far, you are feeling good about reaching into the playbook. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be... finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go right back to it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finding open areas. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Here we go, here we go. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's